Welcome back to my mom's Half-Boy channel.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been like a really long time. Sorry. I'm trying to get back into it. Probably like no one will watch this video because I'm off social media for a little bit. I'm taking 18.5 units this semester, so I'm like, I just decided that I needed to focus on school and make sure that all my classes are good and I have like a routine going before I get back on social media. But I was like, I just need to like start filming and get back into it and like practice kind of. If you haven't done it in a while, it's kind of weird. So yeah, I'm just gonna like do my makeup for school, and yeah, just talk and whatever. Let's see. So I think pretty much all my videos involve makeup. I've said that I was gonna slow down on buying makeup, but Christmas came and people bought me makeup, or people got me gift cards to go get my own makeup. So yeah. So I wanted to talk about this a little bit. I'm not going to use it today, but it's like pretty much everywhere all over YouTube. And I love Tati Beauty, so I decided to get it. And I tried it twice, and I really like it. I haven't done this one. This is like the little travel one. But as you can see, I used it. It was really good, honestly. The only reason I'm not using it today is because I used my Sephora gift card and got a fresh beauty blender, so I'm gonna use that. But this is the first time I was kind of I feel like there's like a learning curve. Like it's a little it's just different and you have to get used to it. But then the second, like, it still looked good, but I had to like kind of figure out how I wanted to hold it and all that stuff. And then the second time it was like smooth sailing. It was great. Came out really smooth. So my face is super red because I did like a facial peel. So I used to use this one by Drunk Elephant, and it's great, but it's expensive. And I found one by the brand Ordinary. It's on Sephora, and it was like $7, and it had like the best reviews, and it was like a peeling, you know, mask like that one, and it's really good. Like it's soft. It's like my face is so soft, but it's kind of irritated. It's like red for like a couple hours after I use it, but it doesn't like hurt or anything. It's supposed to burn a little bit, but nothing crazy. So yeah, especially that's why I'm wearing makeup to school today, because sometimes I don't, but like I look super red, so I'm gonna put makeup on today. I primed with this Tarte. It's like a smoothing primer. It's called Timeless Smoothing Primer, and it's one of the only primers I feel like that's like fills in your pores as much as this one does. This one is pretty good. I use this one a lot. No Problem primer. And it's pretty good, but it's not as good as that one. So I like to like dab in this Tarte one while like where my pores are. So pretty much right here, maybe a little right here. And then I went in with the rest of my face with this Bobbi Brown like mattifying one. I don't find it to be like super matte like some other primers, because I used to love to be like insanely matte. Not anymore, but this one is more just like oil controlling instead of having like that super like dry matte look. So I really love this one. If you just are like a little bit oily, that one is gonna like control it, and you probably won't even have to touch up. So foundation, I've got a few new ones. Let me see, where is, I cleaned out my stuff and I still can't like find anything. I'm gonna use this one. I've only used it once, but I used it with this the first day, and it was like, I think I had to do so much like moving around with this that I feel like I didn't give this one a fair shot, and I don't want to take it back because like I want to make sure that I didn't quite like it as much. So that's why I'm going to use it with this, and then we'll see if I'm going to take it back. But it has really good reviews. It's the new one by Bite. It's the Changemaker Supercharged Micellar Foundation. I don't really know what it's supposed to do, but everybody, like, it had good reviews, and I Usually if it has like a bunch of reviews and this just came out and they're good, usually it works for me most of the time. So we'll see. Put some on my hand. This is the shade like lighter than I normally go, but they didn't have it. But I wanted to try it so bad, and I know like I'll just bronze up anyway, so let me see. It doesn't seem to be like super full coverage, which is good. And that's why I kind of got it. Like it almost seems, it's not like a BB cream or anything, but it's pretty light coverage, and I think it'd be perfect for like just going to school, or whatever, if you're not going out but you want to have errands to run or something. So I have music playing in the background, royalty free. I don't want them to shut me down and my 42 subscribers. But I just thought it'd be a little better than just like silence, and it's kind of like awkward. And like I would prefer when I put on my makeup, I always, you know, play music, but of course not royalty free. Okay, so first thing I'm noticing, it looks fine, but I feel like I'm using a lot of it. And maybe I shouldn't be using it with a beauty blender. Maybe I should have used a brush or something, but because I know, you know, sponges like absorb. I don't think I love it. I'll find out when I wear it today, like throughout the day, how it looks. But it doesn't look bad. It just I feel like it, I don't know. Maybe I should just wait until I'm like bronzed and powdered and all that stuff before I make any judgments. But usually like when I have the foundation on, I'm already like, oh my god, it looks great. So I was gonna try and like talk about stuff that I haven't really talked about yet, like mainly because I'm like, okay, like everybody on this channel like pretty much knows me, so it's not but maybe not everybody. So I have a 4-year-old daughter named Aria, and I have twin boys named Adonis and Mateo. And every time people like find out that I have like 3 kids, and I had 3 under 2, so it was a lot. Still is a lot. It's probably more now than it was when there was 3 under 2, because my daughter was like such an easy like baby and like toddler up until about 4. It took a turn, like attitude and all that, you know, stuff that comes with having a little girl. But the boys are just like, they're so different. They weren't hard babies, I would say, but there was 2 of them, so it was like, it was still hard because there was 2 of them. I'm gonna see if I can build this up a little bit. So yeah, like whenever they find out that I have 3 kids that are that ages and I have twins, they're like, the first question we pretty much always get is, are you guys done? I'm like, you couldn't pay me enough. Nobody who's asked me that question has enough money to pay me to have another child. Like, I'm so done. We have a 4-bedroom house. It's like, you know, 1,700 and something square feet. Like, it's not that big. We don't have room. I can imagine when they're teenagers that my house is going to feel a lot smaller. So absolutely not. We're going to have 3 in high school at the same time. Like, when you have twins, and like some people do have twins and then have more kids, maybe The only thing I could think is maybe I would have if I had the twins first and they were twin boys and maybe I wanted a girl, or they were twin girls and maybe I wanted to try for a boy. Maybe. But I'd probably be so scared that I was going to have twins again that I wouldn't do it. But hats off to anybody who does have twins and then has more kids. There was this guy in my office in San Diego when I was in the Navy, and he had like one kid, a set of twins, another kid, and then another set of twins. Yeah. Like, who does that? But he was so nice. Like, some people are made for it, and I just don't think I am. I've always felt that maybe I wasn't, like, growing up, I didn't even want kids, really, or maybe I was like, I just want one, which is what I had told Nick. I just wanted one. I would have been okay with stopping at Aria. Like, could I imagine life without the boys? No. But I'm just saying, before, I only wanted one, and he wanted 3 kids, so we decided, let's have 2. He still got what he wanted. Well, he probably wouldn't say that, you know, knowing what he knows now. But, where's my wipes? Okay, I lied. Like, it's getting there. It's looking a lot better. But yeah, 3 toddlers is so hard. Nick works a lot, so it's like me a lot, and then so when he gets like home for a few days, he wants to like give me a break, but then it's like hard on him because he's still tired from work, and everybody, it just never ends. Okay, so I'm gonna use the Huda Beauty concealer in the shade 2B. I'm liking the foundation. It's getting a lot better. I have to be careful and like not use that much. I'm like thinking that I'm using it like with a full covered foundation. I do that sometimes where I'm like, because I usually do concealer a certain way, and then I'm like, oh shit, like I have a BB cream on, like fucking slow down. What are you doing? Let me just tap this out. So yeah, no more kids for us. We want a dog, so we're just waiting for the right time to pull that trigger, and that'll be the only addition to this family. So we want a big dog, but it's like we still have 3 kids and they're little and they can't really help. They're like puppies themselves, so I was like, well, I think we can handle a small dog right now, but I don't want a small dog, so we'll wait a little bit. So I think we'll get a dog when the boys are maybe about 4 or 5 and Aria is about 6 or 7. I think that'll be better. So they can help out, at least go feed the dog, and yeah, won't be so much on us. Okay, so I am going to use this powder. I've only used it once. I think I like it, but I'm not sure. It's the Ben Nye translucent powder. I got it on Amazon. I want to say Nicole Guerrero is who I heard about from. Yeah, and it's pretty cheap. It's not too expensive. So we'll let that bake a little bit. Yeah, I think the face is looking like pretty natural for the amount of stuff that I have on my face. I'm going to contour a little bit and then put on my eyebrows, and yeah, I'll be back. Okay, a little bit bronzed up. And brows on. Now I'm gonna wipe away the bake with this Scott Barnes 64 brush. These brushes, oh, I asked Nick for these. I don't know if it was for our anniversary or Christmas, but I think it was Christmas. But I ended up getting them earlier because they're expensive. He didn't want to buy them, but he got them for me because, I don't know, he loves me, I guess. But yeah, these are amazing. Like, seriously, the best brushes ever. This foundation brush, the Scott Barnes 68, is probably my favorite way to put on foundation. It's like you like stipple it on, which is like not what I'm used to, but this, it's like so smooth. And it's not quite as fast as a beauty blender, but if I'm doing like full coverage makeup, I will use that because I want it to, like, I already know it's gonna look a little heavy, so I want it to at least look good. But yeah, let's put on blush. I don't know, I have too many blushes. I'm overwhelmed with blushes, and I just got rid of like all my blushes. I mean, not all my blushes. I got rid of a lot of blushes, but I still have a lot of blushes. These NARS brushes are probably my favorite, and they pretty much are all amazing. So let's see, this one's like really subtle and soft. This one is Impassioned. I think I'm gonna use that with like a hint of this one, Oasis, on top. And Oasis has like a tiny bit of like shimmer in it. I'm gonna use this Morphe E4 brush. So I'll hit it with a little bit of this one. And that just gives like a little bit of color, but not too harsh. And I love blush, so I usually go kind of hard on blush, but not when I'm trying to have like a chill makeup day. So that, and then I'm gonna hit it with like a tiny bit of this one. Done. I'm gonna hit all over my face with this Scott Barnes 67. I'm like, his brushes, if you want to splurge on yourself, you won't have to buy other brushes. Like, I use other ones because I have them already, but if I only had these, I would be totally fine. So I'm just gonna set my whole face with that translucent powder. I don't even think I'm gonna highlight today. Like, I want it to look kind of natural. I'm just gonna put a little bit of, I'm gonna use the Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson Conspiracy palette, and I'm just gonna put a little bit on my eyes. I'll probably use the same shade I always use, which is Tanacon, like that shade. This one right here is like the perfect transition shade, or if you just want like to warm up your eyes a little bit, but you don't even really want to wear eyeshadow, this is the one. Like, it's perfect. Just a little bit of like a beigey, whatever, brown, pretty much will match a lot of, you know, different looks. So it's a perfect transition shade. Like, it really is. But a lot of times I'll just put this in there and maybe a little bit of Diet Root Beer, the slightly darker brown, just to deepen this area up over here. And then I'll hit My Pills, which is like a baby pink, and I'll blend this right here. And that's it. If I want to go pretty easy, but maybe I want a little something, I'll pop in some shimmer on my lid. But I'm just gonna put a little bit extra of Tanacon. Like, I'm not doing highlight, I'm not doing shimmer. I'll probably wear a gloss, and that's it. But yeah, easy. I haven't played around with this too much as far as the colors. But it's Jeffree Star. Like, his eyeshadows are super, super good. Maybe in my next video I'll do like something fun with that. So all I have to do is what, mascara and lips. Okay, I'm gonna put on mascara. I'll be right back. Okay, all done except for lips, which I'm going to use. I've been like obsessed with lip liners lately, which was never like really my thing. Like, I had like 2, not anymore. I think I'm gonna use Pillow Talk from, no, I'm not, I'm lying. I'm gonna use KKW Nude 1. What the hell? I already used that much? God. A little sharpen. This is like the perfect nude. I have a couple. I think I have 1.5 and 1. They're great. She has like the best nudes. Like, lipsticks too. If you've watched previous videos, you know my lips up here are like a little, I don't know. It's like one side's pointy and one's not. I don't know. This is what I have to live with. And lipstick, I'm gonna go with this nude one from Lipstick Queen, Saint Peachy Nude. It's the perfect nude. And it matches with that lip liner, super good. Of course, I'm gonna top it with a gloss because that's just been my thing lately. I'm going to use this Patrick Ta. She's an influencer. His glosses are great. I want to get more of his stuff, but it's just so expensive. Bronzer, Brush Hair. This is a new one, so it's like going through its shedding stage. But, yeah, just a pretty natural look. I mean, clearly I have makeup on, but it's really, it doesn't feel heavy on my face, like, at all, which is great. So, yeah, I'm gonna go and do some homework and then head to school. Thanks for hanging out with me.